Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. UFC 230. Wow, Chris Weidman gets absolutely destroyed, knocked out by Ronaldo Jacaré. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing and fighting. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in fighting. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. Co-Feature UFC 230. Now I gotta make this quick. Chris Weidman gets knocked out in the third round brutally. UFC 230 Co-Feature. Shout out to Ronaldo Jacaré, who did the damage. The knockout was brutal. It was like, it looked like a delayed reaction, which is weird. You don't always see that. You see that with body shots sometimes, body shot knockouts, but it was a delayed, like he got hit on the temple, it looked like, and it was like a delayed reaction, and then he just falls, like it's like a computer powering off or something, and then he's on the mat and he's like looking up and he's gone. Chris Weidman is out of there. Like his eyes were rolling in the back of his head. Shout out to him for, you know, showing heart. The fighter instinct kicked in. He was clearly out of there, separated from his senses, and you know, he was still, like I said, the fighter instinct is still in these fighters. So even though he was knocked out, he was still trying to, you know, come to, but he was out of there. Now, I respect what Jacare did, because he could have just jumped on him and he was completely defenseless, and he didn't do that. Because if he would have did that, he would have been sleep, because he was like badly hurt from the temple shot, and he fell down, and he was, you know, his eyes are rolling. Obviously he's seen that. And, you know, it was almost like a horror movie, like fucking when, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis is running from Michael Myers, or, you know, one of the people at Camp Crystal Lake running from Jason. And then they trip and fall over a tree root or some shit, and then Jason just standing over him, or Michael Myers. That's what Jacare did. He was just standing over Chris Weidman. But I respect him for not taking those final shots, because those final shots would have been brutal. Now, I gotta say, Chris Weidman, he's Mr. All-American. I think that's his nickname. And he's from New York. He's a New Yorker. And he has terrible luck in New York when he fights. I actually don't think he's been the same since the Luke Rockhold knockout. You know, he was doing great. He beat, you know, but some people say he beat the old Anderson Silva, he beat the old Victor. But at the end of the day, he still beat them. They're still legends in the game. And, you know, he pulled the trigger, and he had a hell of a run at that particular point in the middleweight division. And then after the Luke Rockhold knockout, it was kind of downhill from there. He took 3 losses in a row. 2 of the 3 were in New York, and again, he's from New York. He got a vicious flying knee, and then it was finished with some punches by Yoel Romero. That was at UFC 205, I believe. Conor McGregor, I don't know what you're thinking, you'll do fucking none. It was on a Conor McGregor card. I think Eddie Alvarez and Conor. And then he lost again in New York against Gegard Mousasi, and that was also by stoppage. So Chris Weidman is not looking like he's the same. He's looking like different. And now to add this Jacare knockout, it's hard to imagine that he can bounce back to prominence. But again, I don't know. They're fighters. We'll see what he can do. But it's not looking good, because all of he went from, even his body type looks different to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't look like he's in the same shape. And that's another indication of, you know, just a lot of miles on guys, and wars, and wear and tear, and, you know, lack of confidence. Because Chris Weidman used to look like real diesel. He's like still in shape. You know, he doesn't have like a dad body or anything like that, but he used to look like even more like defined and stuff, you know. And then as he started taking losses, you start seeing that slow up. Kind of like, I don't know. It happens to different fighters. Like Alistair Overeem, he's another one that comes to mind. But anyway, it was a brutal knockout. His eyes were rolling in the back of his head. Jacare just said he didn't choose to jump on him and like destroy him even more. and the ref was, it looked like about to allow it to continue, and Chris Weidman, he was so discombobulated, he started like attacking his legs or something. It was kind of weird, but up until that moment, it was a really good fight. I don't really know where Chris Weidman goes from here. I mean, the losses he's taken is brutal, and it looks like it has chipped away at his confidence. I mean, this is a guy who has 2 wins back-to-back over Anderson Silva, and he's just ultimately not looking like the same middleweight. It was a good fight. Chris Weidman had some good jabs. There was some good strikes and exchange of punches, but he was getting hit with some big shots, and then that, you know, it's a fighting combat sport. That one shot you don't see, boom, pow, it's over. Let me know what you guys think. UFC 230, I got to catch the main event. Daniel Cormier versus Black Beast. My balls is hot. Smash a like button. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego Sound. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.